Nigerians are very disloyal, wishy-washy, and we're just a bunch of group of gullible people. Yeah, I said it. What you gonna do about it? What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Toyosi, and this is Toyo Opinion, where I give you my unsolicited opinion on everything trendy. If it's hot, we are going to spill. If it's trending, if it's cussing and uproar on social media, we will talk about it. If your favorite celebrities are acting out and they are acting, we will talk about it. Very unbiased opinion. I don't sugarcoat. I just say what I have to say. If you don't like it, I don't know what to say to you. Like, I don't care. So thank you for joining me again today. If you're new here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the post notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and comment your thoughts and opinion on everything I'm going to speak about today. So what am I speaking about today? The old VDM Bobrisky Falana saga. That is what we're talking about today. And before I dive into it, I'm not going to be starting from the beginning, because yesterday I recorded a video about how everything started and how the progression of things and blah 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 blah, and how we got to where we are today. Unfortunately, I saved the video. I don't know why. It was time for me to edit. The video was blank, so I cannot record another one. I'm sorry. So I'll just start from where I stopped, and which is me dumbing down this whole situation for some Nigerians that do not get it, because a lot of you do not get the issue at hand. A lot of people are coming on social media to say, oh, why are the Falanas, why are they leaving Bobrisky out of the whole thing and focusing on VDM? Why are they not holding Bobrisky accountable? Blah 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 blah. A lot of, I don't know if I should call it asinine comments, like some thoughts and comments that you shouldn't hear from a literate and educated person. So let me break it down for the dum-dums in the back. So please watch. And if you're not, I'm not saying everybody's a dum-dum, okay? But just watch. You're not dumb. Okay, let me give you guys a little backstory. So you know what happened with Bobrisky. I'll link the video to this. I already made a video about how Bobrisky went to jail. He was in prison for naira abuse. But before he was in prison for naira abuse, he was charged with money laundering and naira abuse. But for some reason, it was only in prison for naira abuse. Miraculously, what's it called? Money laundering disappeared from his charges, right? So he went to prison and he came back out. And when he came out, he appreciated some people, posted them, listed their names out, and told us that they gave him money. Blah 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 blah. We don't know why they gave him money, but anyways, that aside, the beginning of the week, VDM came out. Apparently, somebody that somebody that lent what's his name, Bob, 4 million naira out of the money that he had, came on social media, or came to VDM to tell him to help him get his money back from Bob. He lent Bob 4 million naira, and Bob was supposed to return it in September, but he refused to return it, and he told him to go do his worst. So he's here to meet VDM to help him fight, as he is the defender of the defenseless. So VDM came online, he posted a video and told Bobrisky to return the guy's money, and they're giving him 24 hours. Bobrisky refused. So after 24 hours, they posted Bobrisky's audio of how he said some incriminating things about his stay in the prison or non-stay in the prison. Apparently, allegedly, Bob didn't stay in the prison. He got an apartment, or they got him an apartment for him to stay close to the prison. So it was in prison, but it wasn't actually in prison. It was just in prison for us to see on social media. But really, it wasn't in prison. It was in some apartment that was furnished and prepared for him to stay in. Then, from the audio, Bob also said he allegedly paid EFCC, a corporation that is supposed to fight against corruption. He paid them 15 million bribe to take money laundering off his case. So he said these things in a voice note and sent it to this guy that is owing 4 million naira. So I'm here just thinking, you have this big secret with somebody and you are telling them to do their worst. Like, are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? What? Which of the three are you? Because it's not wise. It is not wise. So after all this said and done, in the audio he mentioned something about, oh, Falz called him and I don't know, gave him advice or something and linked him up with his dad. As we all know, Falz's dad is Falanas, that they should help him get presidential pardon or blah blah blah, and they told him that it was going to cost 10 million naira. In that audio, which Falz has debunked already, Falz said Bob was the one that called him to ask him for money. Apparently, the money he was calling people to borrow him was the money that he gathered, the 50 million he gathered to pay EFCC the bribe, allegedly. So he was just borrowing this money from everywhere. And here I am, I'm just thinking, this guy claims to be very rich. He claims to be like the biggest influencer out of Nigeria, Africa. How can you not afford 50 million naira with all the mouth you make? With all the gra you do on social media, you cannot afford 50 million naira. You have to call Elepo, Alata, Oniru, Oniyo to come together to contribute 50 million naira for you. You have what? Have half a billion home that you said you have, but somehow you still couldn't come up with 50 million naira. What about all this cash that he displays? He displays cash, he displays money, a lot of them on social media. So, all of these things is fishy. But let's just forget about that, because that one is a separate video on its own. The corruption and everything, the alleged corruption of EFCC. That would be a separate video on its own. So when he mentioned Falz's name, blah, 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 VDM came, and before he played the audio, it was like some of the main names that Bobrisky mentioned in this audio, that he used to have a lot of respect for them, but he has lost respect for them, blah 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 blah. So he started playing the audio, and then after he played the audio, instead of him to, I don't know, maybe just to play your audio and go make your thoughts and opinion on Bob, he started, as Bob already mentioned Falz's name and Femi Falana's name, VDM, as he always is, like, he's a respecter of no man, he started commenting, and then he insinuated that Falz was a homosexual. He insinuated it. Then he also said something about Femi Falana. He was also saying stuff about them collecting bribe, blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, to me, what I think about this whole situation, you as a public figure, he's a public figure now, so you obviously have access to these people. Everybody knows Bobrisky is a liar. Bobrisky lies for a living. That is what this guy does. He is a liar. He lies to himself. Like, hello. He's literally lying to himself in the front of the world. He is a liar. So when you heard that voice note, the proper thing to do was to have contacted Falz directly. Oh, this is what happened. This is what I want to speak about. I want to talk about this, and I need to hear your side on this matter. Not just coming out to be insinuating stuff. So after he insinuated that Falz was homo, blah 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 blah, he dropped everything. So Falz released a statement, and it was like, he didn't call Bob. Bob called him to borrow money from him and all of that, and he's giving to VDM 24 hours to retract his statements and everything he said negatively about him and his family, because they didn't do any of those things. So VDM, his ego is as huge as he is. His ego is very huge. So he came online, was like, no, he didn't disrespect Sir Femi Falana, blah blah blah. He made no mention of Falz, nothing of the sort, even after I insinuated that. So I think they are now suing him to court for defamation of character. People do not understand why they are going after him. This is why they are going after him. We all know Bob said something, which Bob has come out to say he did not say anything, that the audio is fake. So we have not even confirmed if the audio is real or fake, even though most of us know that it's probably real. But it has not been confirmed. So they can't go after Bob. The insinuation VDM made, a lot of his followers, they have started calling Falz gay. It is defamation of character. If you want to say, oh, is it bad? Being called gay is bad. Is it bad? Blah, 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 blah. It is bad, especially when the person you are calling gay isn't gay. You get what I'm saying? And it is bad, especially when you're accusing somebody of being what they are not in a country where what you are calling them is illegal. So it is totally defamation of character. So a lot of people have started calling him gay. That is one. A lot of people have started calling E and Bob lovers. You know, something like that can damage someone's reputation. So that is defamation of character. And that is why they are going after VDM. They can't go after Bob because Bob has said it is fake. He said it. And Bob wasn't the one that called them gay or whatever. Bob didn't say he paid them 15 million. Bob didn't say in the audio that he wanted to pay EFCC. He didn't say it that he told Falz that he wanted to pay EFCC. So obviously they didn't know about all the illegalities that was going on behind the scene. They did not know. And the guy came out and clarified that he didn't know. He was not aware of all of that. But you, just to swallow your pride and to say, because they even gave him 24 hours to retract it and maybe apologize. All he could have said was, oh, I acknowledge the mistake I made. I acknowledge it. I should have called you to confirm and I apologize. That would have solved the situation. It would have solved everything. But now it is getting messy and messy and messy by the minute. So today, Falz's sister, who is also a lawyer, she had this whole interview, I think with TVC or channels, and she said some things. Then VDM hit her back and was like, "Who are you? The daughter of Falana? Well, who know you?" She said some demeaning things about her, like, "Who are you? Who is your father?" Is that even necessary? Is that necessary? I just wondered why whenever VDM has a problem with somebody, he doesn't go after them with facts, or he starts putting them down, breaking them down with his words, which are very offensive. And I do not understand why people are supporting such behavior. Son is crazy right now. But all I have to say is, Nigerians, suddenly Falz has become somebody you ridicule. Falz has fallen from grace, from yours grace. Falz, the one that fights for the youth, that talks about the injustice in Nigeria. He talks about fearlessly, mind you. He talks about revolution. Even in his music, he talks about all of these things, the corruption and everything that is going on in Nigeria. He publicizes everything, even in his music. He has become somebody that we can ridicule because of VDM. Somebody that is doing all these things to favor himself, because I have not seen where he has stood up to the government. All he does is witch hunt. All he does is go after people that he doesn't actually like. Because where was he when his favorite people and the people that flew him from one state to another, lodged him in a hotel, where was he when they were under fire on social media? Where was his thoughts? Where was his opinion then? It was mute. So his activism is very selective. I can't even call him an activist. He is not an activist. He is just a witch hunter. I don't know. Is that what they call them? He's very selective when it comes to attacking people. Pride goes before fall. That is all I have to say about this. Pride goes before fall. And to Nigerians are like, this is to VDM, right? This what I'm saying right now is to VDM. Nigerians are like babies. When we get a shiny new toy, we let go of the ones we were playing with. We let go of the old ones and we focus our attention on the shiny new toy. Right now, VDM is the shiny new toy. I promise you, in a few years' time, when another shiny new toy comes along, they are going to dump VDM and then they'll start dragging VDM as well. That is how it is. That is how it has always been. That is how it will be. Because that is who we are as a people. We have suddenly forgotten the good some people have done and their fight for justice. how they got people out of jail during the EndSARS protest. Even the EndSARS protest, how did it start? Who was the one that actually kick-started it, that motivated people to come out for the EndSARS protest? Who? Answer the question. But suddenly he's no longer a good person. We hate him now. We don't like him now because he has come for your mini God, your Messiah. Everything I'm saying about this situation now, it has nothing to do with what is going on with Bob, EFCC, blah blah blah. I like the fact that he's calling out Bob and the issue he has with EFCC because that is corruption. I love that. But if you are specifically going after some people because they are not your people, then that's where I draw the line. Because whenever his people, his favorite people, the people he loves, whenever they are under fire, he keeps mute. He stays silent and he doesn't comment on those stuff. That is why I do not respect him. Because if you are mute when it comes to people you like, people that have spent on you, if you are mute when they are under fire and when they've done something terrible or crazy or questionable, you are mute all of those times, then what do you stand for? Are you for your people or you are just trying to make a name for yourself? That's all I have to say. So for some of you that do not get it, and after my explanation you still do not get it, you can never get it in your life. And if you see this, you probably come for me, abuse me. That is all you do because that is what your mini God does. It doesn't come to people with educative talk. It doesn't orate in a way that you can agree to disagree. He abuses, he manipulates, he deflects. That is what he does. And that's why I have no respect for him. And it'll probably be his downfall at some point. This is well with you people's souls. Nigerians. Hypocrites. And I don't blame celebrities when they don't speak on the injustice in the country. I don't blame them. I love the fact that they make their money off of you guys, and when shit hits the fan, they just carry their bags and baggages and they flee. They just leave the country because look at the people they want to fight for. Nigerians will turn on you in a snap. Nigerians will turn on you in a snap. They will forget every good you've ever done to them. Just like that. Just like that. So we deserve the government we have, to be very honest with you. We deserve the government we have. So that's all I have to say about the whole situation. What do you guys think about everything I just said? If you agree with me, no problem. If you don't agree with me, no problem. If you want to abuse me, fine. I don't mind. I have no problem with it. So thank you guys for joining me again today. My returning subscribers, my returning viewers, thanks for viewing this video once again. And if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up, turn on the post notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. So thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful and amazing day, night, evening, whatever time you're watching me. Bye.